Hi. To make the video short, concise, and to the point, I have recorded the session. I have recorded the 20-minute long conversation with Dave, and I'll be presenting in 2x speed. So let's start. So firstly, we enter and the bot greets us. Dave greets us and then asks us for the name and the email address for authentication. Now an OTP is sent. A six-digit random digit number is sent to our mail ID using the Microsoft Power Automate. Now, now once we enter that OTP, the Dave authenticates us and checks whether the OTP is correct. Once corrected, now they've enter the main catalog, open the main catalog of features. Now the first thing is, like, whenever you enter a bot, you interact with it. So for that, I have used the Q&A maker service of the Language Studio, Azure Q&A maker service of Language Studio. And then we can also select the transaction. So once you select the transaction thing, then it will happen is the bot will ask you for the pin number. The main feature of a bank bot is to transact. It will ask you the pin number, it will ask you the amount you want to transfer, the name of the person you want to transfer the amount to, the UPI ID of the person, and the some remarks for it to recognize it further and to make you remind of that transaction. So once done, using the Microsoft Azure Cosmo DB database that will be created using your transactions, and a history of data, a history of transactions will be created in the Microsoft Cosmo DB. So card will be shown which assures that your transaction has been done and has been made, and Vinay Gupta has received your payment. This is a dummy server that I've created, and it will show a transaction accordingly. So later it will also mention the reward points earned. So whenever everyone wants everyone wants the transaction to happen via them, so for to attract the customers, what we'll do is they will offer reward points for every transaction. We'll offer reward points to the customer. The same happens over here. Then we use the feature detect language. So what happens is we are not focusing on Indian customers only. Suppose I live in France and I speak French. So they ask you to say something in your own language. In India also we have multilingual country. We have every state has different language. So what if we say something in French? So if we say something in French using the Microsoft Azure language detection, they've analyzed the detect the language and will respond in the same language using the Microsoft Azure language translation. So here it is. Hi, this is Dave. Yes, thanks to Azure translation service, I can understand the French very well. Thank you for choosing Bank of Baroda. Now later that service again, the catalog again comes. Now the check transaction. So this is the main feature. Please focus. So the main feature is, like, in many old age people, what happens is they are in habit of writing checks, but in online transaction that cannot happen. But it can happen using the Microsoft Azure computer vision service. So what happens is, when anyone wants the check to be read, it can sign the check and can click a picture, upload it to Dev. What happens is, once the check is detected, so like they will check whether the picture that has been uploaded is check or something else. If it is check, it will read the details of the check. So let's see how it reads. So if I give the image of the check, it will read, this is the check that I have given. So please mention that, please see that the date is 4th April 2020. The amount is 37305 and the payment is done to Contoso Corporation. So let's see if the bot was able to detect that. Yes, the date is 4th April 2020. Payment detail is Contoso Corporation and the amount is $37305, and the account number is taken into account for to cancel it, because the same check should not be used again and again. Now Khata book. So in low scale, there are a lot of small transactions happening daily. So to manage, to make our customers organize themselves, what we are doing is we create a payment record. We ask them to come and take the user ID. And let's suppose, for example, I've created a payment record of pay VIT fees for next semester, or if like pay 1,000 rupees to RN, my friend RN. So let's say like this is the record for the day for me. Now if you want to delete some record, for let's suppose I've paid the fees, like paid the payment to RN like 1,000 rupees. Now if I delete it, it will be deleted and it won't show. So this is how it works. You can maintain and organize your daily data and daily transaction data. Like it will help you organize yourself. Now the invoice analyzer. One more thing, like once, like whenever you pay something, there's an invoice in your hand, but how to analyze it? So our bot Dev does your job. Like if you upload the invoice into our server, into our Dev, then it will analyze. Let's say let me show you what invoice it is. This is the invoice that I have uploaded to Dev for now. This is a Contoso headquarter, and the invoice is from Microsoft Corporation, and this is the amount. And this, you can see that there's a this there's a hell lot of information, but what is of use? What is the tax that I have paid? Let's see if Dev is able to find it out. Yes. So you can see that Dave has detected the vendor name is Contoso Limited, customer name is Microsoft, amount transferred is $110, on which the amount is $100 and the tax paid is $10. At last, a concluding statement is mentioned. This is the invoice payment done by Microsoft Corporation to Contoso Limited of $110, paying the tax of $10. Now we go for service product. So in big banks like Bank of Baroda, so they are not offering one service, they are offering multiple service like cards, like loans, and like FDs, deposit accounts. So one customer has multiple accounts in Bank of Baroda. So how do we manage themselves? We want our customers to manage their money easily. So what we do is we create a product report. So like if I have, we can see the catalog, like what are the services that I have already been using, and if I want to add something, like in this I'm adding something. So for example, if I did something wrong at any point in there, anywhere in there, if I say cancel, it means that the statements I have mentioned is wrong, and I go back to the previous main stage. Like if I am in this stage, it will go back to the backward stage, it asking about the add product, update product, remove product, ul product. If I mention cancel over here, then it will go back to the main catalog. So this is how intent is recognized. Now we go for add product and we add a home loan in it. So like I've taken a home loan 2, I've already added one, I have taken home loan 2, name ID as L4. Now home loan 2 I have mentioned, then I amount, let's suppose, is 1 crore rupees. Then I mentioned a picture of it. For example, I've taken it, then a category I've chosen as loan. Then the add more products I've said no. Then it says, now the hero card comes. So it says that the housing loan that has been added, it like if the hero card comes, it means that the housing loan has been added to the Microsoft Cosmo DB server. Now if we see, if you want to see what has been added, now we can see that the housing loan and housing loan 2, there are two items. Now what if we want to update something? Like I've added the amount in the housing loan 2, what if it's wrong, I've mistakenly added something? So we can update the query, and we can select it and can update the price, amount, or image, or category, anything we want, and can give like 1,010 I've given, and it will be updated automatically. Now what it does is, like, one more thing, like if we want to see some category, like if I want to see my credit cards that I own, so like I can directly go to credit card, and the pre-added credit card that I've added is like the debit card, platinum card, gold card, whatever I've added from Bank of Baroda, it is visible over here at once. Now we exit and go to the main menu. Coming to the main menu, now the next feature you wanna see is register complaint. What if you interacted with some bank official and you found that some mishappening happened with you? So like the bot, you want to complain against that person. So you mentioned the name of the person, bot asked for the name, the branch he was involved in, the picture of the misbehavior, like for example, what happened to you, like some like any screenshot of the misbehavior, and please describe what happened. So I inquired about the loan and he shouted. So this is what I mentioned, for example, and the phone number, it asks for the phone number of the person if you have, or you can mention skip, it is just a step to recognize him. And then what category of the product your report is targeting, like what branch does it belong to, the Saurabh Dubey belongs to what branch. So loan, card, deposits, and n number of categories, whatever bank has. I knew this much only. So you can select that, and once selected, the complaint will be registered and the mail will be sent to the head official of that branch, and using the mail ID. Now, schedule meeting. Now, one important feature that I have used is schedule meeting. So many times people wanna interact with a human being. Bots are good, but not enough. So like once inquiring about it, so you can mention the date and the time you want to schedule a meeting, and the reason for the scheduling meeting, and with that, a Microsoft Teams meet using the Microsoft Power Automate will be created, and a mail will also be sent on your registered email ID that an appointment is scheduled with you. So now I'll show you the appointment screenshot. This is from my phone. So my Microsoft team is logged in my phone. So this is the Microsoft Teams that it will created, and the I'll show you the Microsoft Power Automate which is doing it. So this is the Microsoft Power Automate flow which is making this happen. So it integrates Microsoft Teams and Dev and Microsoft Outlook. So using this, it is taking time to download. Till then we can go and continue with our demo. Then we go ahead, and the bot also apologizes for the inconvenience that has been caused, and then the exit. Once you press exit, the bot will ask you for the demo, for the remark of the experience that you faced. So like in this case, I'm mentioning that great work, Dev is very interactive and lively, Mayank did a great job. So the bot will analyze the sentiment, intent, like positive, negative, and once understand, like in this case, it has analyzed it to be positive with the sentiment score of 0.99. It is a prototype, that's why I mentioned the sentiment score. And I'm like, it is replying, I am glad you liked me, I will try my best to perform even better next time, thank you for choosing Bank of Baroda. If it was negative, then it would have said that I am really sorry for the inconvenience caused, I'm just a prototype, I am improving, and I'll thank you for choosing Bank of Baroda. So this is how, I hope you have liked the prototype. Like going ahead, I will also show the code. Like this is the cleanliness of the code, and these are the services that I have used. These are all the Microsoft services, like Microsoft key and endpoints that I have used in this bot. And one more thing, what about Luis? So like in this, I've also hosted the my bot over the Microsoft bot framework, bot service, but due to Microsoft Cosmo DB, I couldn't show over there. I'm using the Microsoft Cosmo DB emulator. That's why I showed it in my own local host server. I've also hosted it. You can see it over there, and the Lewis. Yes. So what it the Lewis understand for now. What happens is I've given three intents. One is balance, second is transfer, and third is none. So whenever someone says I want to transfer So it understands the intent to be transfer. And if I just say check my balance, so it will understand that it is checking the balance, and anything else will be understood as none. So this is it. This is the check, and this is the thank you for listening to me. I hope you liked the demo. Hopefully I'll be given a chance to present it. Thank you.